The two most popular types of interviews are screening and selecting interviews. Now, in addition to the types of interviews, there are also different methods of interviewing. Screening interviews are an essential part of the hiring process. They're generally conducted prior to the candidate meeting with the hiring manager. Now, these interviews are much shorter than the hiring selection interview because the goal is just to weed out candidates and create a manageable list of applicants for a specific job opening. Because screening interviews are quick and efficient, they help to minimize financial and human resource costs. Screening interviews can often be conducted over the phone, which helps to further minimize costs. You're basically just looking for any red flags to rule out a candidate or a good overall match to rule somebody in. Now, selection interviews, on the other hand, are the most traditional method of assessing candidates' qualifications for a given position. Now, selection interviews are a two-way street, so to speak, in that the applicant will also be assessing the requirements of the job to see if it's a good fit. Selection interviews dig deeper. They can be conducted through a number of mediums. These in-depth interviews are most commonly done one-on-one, face-to-face, but panel interviews are even used by some companies. Telephone interviews are often used for screening interviews. They're efficient, they're quick, and they help to rule candidates out or in. Computer interviews require the applicant to answer a series of questions online. They're another very efficient way to do the basic screening interviews. Face-to-face interviews are the most traditional kind. A successful face-to-face interview is more of a conversation in which both the interviewer and the interviewee walk away with some sense about whether or not there's a good fit. Panel interviews can be good, but bear in mind they can be quite stressful for the applicant. As you might imagine, they have to sit in front of a number of interviewers, with each one taking a turn asking questions. Video interviews are becoming more common as global hiring becomes more prevalent. For companies that need to hire candidates rapidly, video interviews can expedite the interview process.